Hey everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to use a program called Class Dojo. I'm going to teach you how to create your very own class with all of your students, and I'm going to teach you how you can use it as a behavior management tool and also how you can use it to communicate immediately and easily with your parents. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to classdojo.com and you're going to see the screen like this that's asking you to sign up. If you look at the upper right hand corner, you're going to see a little blue button that says sign up. You're going to click on that and it's going to take you to another page where you will click on teacher and you will go ahead and put in all of your information, and it's important that you use your school email down here, not your personal email, because it's going to connect you to your school's page. But I already have a school account, so I'm going to go back and log in. So if you already have an account, you can click the login tab, still clicking as a teacher, and then I'm going to put in my school email address and the password that I have previously created. And this is what your home page is going to look like once your account is in. So when you're first creating a class, you want to click on New Class. Now you can see some of the other classes that I already have attached to my account, but you're going to click on New Class. And you can put in a class name. So I teach pre-K, so I'm going to put pre-K tutorial. And what grade level, preschool, and sharing points. So you can choose if you want to share only positive points with the parent, share all the points, or don't share any points with your parents. So I'm going to click don't share any points with parents for now because you can go back and edit that later. And you're going to click the blue tab that says create class. You will see a blank screen like this where you need to add all of your students. So if you click on add students on this plus sign on the side, you can add your students by full name. So you can go down your roster and it will give an icon for each student. And I have some of my students' names already saved in here. So one of the benefits of being connected through your school email is that most of your students' names will probably already be in Class Dojo, so they might come up for you when you go to put them in. Since I'm just showing you how to create a class, I'm not going to put my full roster. I'll just put about 6 kids. So once I have my roster down here, I'm going to go to the blue tab again. You'll notice that all of the next steps that you need to click to enter are blue tabs. So you're going to click the blue tab that says save. And then you will see all of your students here, and see it gave a special icon for each student. So that's something fun that can help them kind of find their name, especially if you're teaching the younger kids and they're still working on learning their name. This will help if they can see their icon. So like I said, Class Dojo can be used as a classroom management tool or to communicate with parents. You also can share pictures, videos of what's going on in your classroom directly with parents or with the other faculty members connected to Class Dojo in your school. So first I'm going to show you how you can give students points. So if you're using it as a classroom management tool, I might spy one of my students doing something really well. I will click on, let's say Luis is helping others. If I click on his name, you'll see the positive feedback I can give him. So he's helping others, and it shows you right here how many points he gets for that. So he gets 1 point for helping others. So I'm going to go ahead and click on helping others. And you will hear that happy sound. And that's kind of one way to get students' attention, that you're giving out positive dojos. So you will see here that his bubble has changed from 0 to 1 because he now has 1 point. So you might consider using this as a tool in your classroom by having a certain number of points students need to get, and once they reach those points, maybe they can go to the prize box or they get some kind of reward for getting those points. You can take away points just as easily as you can give points. So if I click back on Luis's name and I go over to the tab that says needs work, I can actually add skills that I could take away points for. So if I click add skills, I come back up here, needs work, I need to add a skill. I'm going to say off task, and then you can choose whether they lose 1 point or 2 points. So I'm going to say he gets -1 for being off task. And once again, I'm going to find that blue bubble and click save. I'm going to click the X. I'm going to go back into Luis's page, so click on his name. Go to the tab that says needs work, and I'm going to click off task. And you'll hear that kind of low sound. That means that you have taken away a point from students, so students really start to recognize those sounds. And you can see in Luis's bubble, he went from 1 point, now he's back down to 0 points. So it's super easy to add and take away points. You can even connect Class Dojo on your phone, so you can be giving students points for positive behavior in the hallway as well. You even can go and select the whole class if you want to give the whole class a positive point. So let's say the whole class is working hard. I'm going to click on positive, working hard, and you will hear that positive sound, that upbeat sound, and you will see that each student now has 1 dojo point next to their little icon. And let's say you made a mistake, you can go up here and press undo last, and it will take those points away and kind of start them from scratch. So the other thing I want to show you is how you can communicate with parents, because it's super easy and it connects straight to their cell phones or their emails. If you go to messages, you can see all the parents that I'm connected to right here. So you can see Rihanna's, Jada's, Luis's, Legends, and you can add parents down here for those friends whose parents haven't joined our class yet. Now, since I'm connected to my school account, I'm going to show you where you can type the message, but I don't want to bother my parents over the weekend, so I'm not going to actually send the message. But you can click, if you want to send a message to all the parents, if you click over here on the All Parents tab, it will send to every parent that's connected to your class. And down in this box, I can type Happy Sunday and press enter, and it will send it to all of my parents. But I don't want to bother them on the weekend, so I'm just going to show you how to do it. If you want to send a message to one parent, you can click on that parent's name. Over here I see Legend Alvarez's parent. You can see the conversations that we've had ongoing throughout the year. And same as sending to all the parents, if I click this box down here, I can type my message, Happy Sunday, and send it, and it will send just to Legend's mom. And I can see who's read the messages. If you go back to all parents, you can actually, well, you can see what time they have read it, so you can kind of gauge if they're getting your messages. The last thing I want to show you is this tab over here called Class Story. So we've gone over Classroom. That will bring us back to all of our students' icons. Messages will bring us to the communication page with your students' parents. If you click on Class Story, you're going to see something that looks kind of like what you might see on Facebook when you want to post something. It says what's happening in your classroom. You can type a message there, Happy Sunday. You can click to add a photo, drag your photo in from your desktop, or choose a file from your computer. You can add a file if you have a file to share, or if you want to send like a birthday card or a happy Thanksgiving card to your parents, you can also click on this. See if it loads, and it should. Yes, it gives you an option of different kind of cards that you can use. Happy Halloween, Mindset Monday, Teamwork Tuesday. So there's lots of fun cards to kind of play around with in there. And anytime you want to go back to the main page, all you have to do is click on this little Class Dojo icon. It doesn't seem to be cooperating, so I'm going to press the back button. Exit out of, oh, you got to exit out of the class story tab. So this is where I might post pictures about what's going on in my classroom or videos that I'd like to share with parents. So I'm going to go back to the classroom where I can see all of my students. Let's say you get a new student in class. It's super easy. You just click on Add Students, search their name, and it'll come right up. If you have more parents you need to invite, you can click on the Invite Parents tab over here. And you can download parent invites to send home with your kids in their folder. It gives parents the ID code to connect with your class. Or you can have them connect during their email or their phone number. If you click on their name, you can put in their parents' email and phone number. So let's go back to the main page. So you can see here once again all of the classes that I'm connected to. This one, you can even connect to your co-teachers' classes. This one is one of my co-teachers in pre-K. So you not only have access to your class, but you can have access to other faculty members' classes throughout the school, which is pretty cool. Anyway, so this is the end of my Class Dojo tutorial. So we've gone over how to communicate with parents, how to share photos and videos or create cards, and also how to add new students into your class roster. And we've also learned how to add positive and negative opportunities for students to get points and how to give them those Class Dojo points. It's a pretty simple website to kind of figure out if you play around with it. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just remember that you always have to save what you're doing by clicking on that blue tab that you see. And if you ever want to go back to the main page, you can just click on this little bubble here and it will take you back. Thank you. I hope you have fun exploring Class Dojo because it's a pretty easy and cool way to communicate with your parents and students.